Yes.
Which second counterfeit, supplementary counterfeit bid has been filed on behalf of the.
What is the matter?
But the matter relates to initiation of the proceeding under section 6A of the confiscation of rice of the petitioner of 2 truck Malad in district Kaimur Malad. And the proceeding was initiated by the collector Malad. Thereafter he confiscated that rice and direction was given to auction that rice Malad. Thereafter the petitioner has approached this honorable court challenging the said order, but Honorable Patna High Court remanded back the matter to file an appeal before the district judgment, before the learned district judgment. The petitioner thereafter filed an appeal before the learned district judge. The same was not considered, Malad, and the order passed by the collector was upheld, Malad. Thereafter, the present petitioner has filed this on this writ application, Malad, challenging both the orders, and annexure number, Malad, P4.
Counter affidavit file किया है?
Yes. A counter as well as supplementary counter affidavit has been filed.
Just a minute. Let me go through the order first.
Page 35.
जी हाँ ठीक है चावल तो है चावल ले लीजिए
Now let us see their counter affidavit.
Your Lordship's para 17 of supplementary counter affidavit, page number 11. Para 11. The rice has not been sold, Your Lordships, not been auction sold. That is still there, Your Lordships.
No,
Till
we
five-
satisfied. We are not satisfied by the reason given by you.
Your Lordships, on the last occasion, it was argued, it was urged that the auction was done at a very low price. And
Yes,
now we have
but it
come
has-
out with a stand that the rice is still there. Your
Why
Lordships.
this wrong statement was made?
No, it was made by them, Your Lordships. It was not made by us.
It has not been auction sold.
Ji.
But
No, we are setting aside the order. Rice is not a controlled commodity. Return the rice or the equivalent quantity.
Ji.
Yes?
Ji. In para number 17, we have stated that.
And if you had insisted that the rice has been sold for 18,000 only, we would have directed for a vigilance or a CID or some police
The
inquiry.
rice is there.
Because all of you in the Food and Civil Supplies Department, you are playing playing with the government revenue.
Ji.
I mean, let the bench not state anything further. But what is this figure of 18,000? How has it been arrived at? Who says? How does he say that it has been auction sold?
Your Lordships,
How did you say, Mr. Sumit Kumar Singh, that it has been sold?
when my appeal was pending before the learned district judge Malad Kaimur, there the records was called from the office.
Show us. Then we will say that they are making a wrong statement. Show us that they had intimated the appellate authority.
In fact, yesterday only when I was going through the brief, Malad, I asked the learned counsel in
No,
district Kaimur.
we are not interested in the communication between you
But-
and your feeder council.
Malad,
You tell us from the facts, if that letter says that it has been auction sold for 18,000, they're speaking from housetop today that the rice is still available with them, we will not accept.
I have
And
annexure,
then we will have it inquired and maybe we will direct for lodging of the FIR.
Malad, annexure P12 at
Because
page
this is something very serious. You seize somebody's rice when it is not a controlled commodity. You don't sell it even though it has a lesser shelf life. You come up with a statement that it is moisture laden, and then you say that you are selling it under the terms of the EC Act 6A for the reason that it might get spoiled. And then when the court questions, you say that we are ready to return the rice. No, we don't accept such plea
It
by
was,
the
it was
government.
the annexure P12 at page number 63 of the brief, Your Lordships,
Yes.
which was annexed by the petitioner himself, and he has urged that.
No, that's all right. He has annexed the document. Say that document does not relate to the rice which you have seized.
G.
He has brought that document. He must not have manufactured that document.
No, certainly not. That
So
was-
therefore, you say whether that document is correct or not correct.
To that effect.
Now we will have it inquired. We will
Ji.
ask the district magistrate
Certainly,
to
Lordship.
lodge a FIR against you.
Certainly.
You can't play with the fire. It's a live wire. If you try and act funny. And how have you made this a state? Let us see. It is not prepared, no? Tell us from the appellate court records
My lords.
that it was the consistent stand of the state that they had sold it, auction sold it. Which they would have. They are making a wrong statement here. Because the provision of the EC Act says that during the pendency of the confiscation proceedings, the food grains, if it is capable of being, if it is capable of decay, then it has to be sold. And how it has to be sold, how the money is to be appropriated, sold and money kept so that it can be restituted in case the seizure is not found to be correct. What is that provision? 6C?
6C, my
दोनों के तरफ से मैं ही बहस करूंगा. आप बताइए साहब.
जी, जी.
क्या है रिकॉर्ड देखिए इनको. We will put them to task. Mr. Shailendra Kumar Singh, be ready for a precipitate action. Be ready for a precipitate action.
Section 6C, my lord.
That's all right. So where from did you get that document of 18,000?
But the petitioner received the document, my lord, when the records was called from the office of collector, my lord, before the learned district judge, my lord. And then the copy was given because it was not an exhibited document. Therefore, a photocopy was supplied to the petitioner.
Where have you annexed it? Page?
Annexure P12, my lord, at page 63 of the writ application, my lord. Sorry.
Page 63.
The last page of the brief, Your Lord.
P12.
Yes, ma'am.
डीएम कैमूर से ही मैं पूछता हूँ.
जी.
G.
Because the entire record is before the.
के आलोक में चावल की राशि एवं अनुमंडल भभुआ के आलोक में रुपीज 18,852.
The entire record may be called, my lord, of this man.
BTC form number 4.
Now, when the second supplementary is filed, my lord.
एक मिनट. On whose behalf money is paid? प्रखंड आपूर्ति पदाधिकारी भभुआ. You got this document from where?
From in the court of learned district judge, my lord, Kamur, my lord. When the appeal was preferred, then this document was had come.
Let us see their first counter affidavit.
Yes, ma'am.
यहाँ दो है.
Page 67 onwards, my lord, of the running brief, my lord.
Now, there is no statement of theirs. Now, where do
Moreover,
they
Your
say?
Lordships, from perusal of annexure P by 12, it seems that in the
Para 8,
though it
my
is-
lord, page 68, para 8. The last two lines, my lord, and then continuation to page 69, my lord, would show that it is their admission to the extent that it was put to auction.
Page?
Running page, my lord, page 6. Running page
68.
number 68, my lord. Last two lines, my lord.
The order was passed by which the entire seized rice was
Put to on auction, but annexure.
put on auction as P4 to the writ petition, and therefore the petitioner has filed the writ petition before this court. And where have they rectified? Let us see.
My lord, now
Para
when
17.
when there was a specific order passed by my lords on 20th April 2020.
That's right. When is this? Where is the supplementary affidavit has been filed? When?
My lord,
9/5/2022.
my lord, now
para 17, Your Lordship.
onwards, my lord. Page 11, my lord, of the second supplementary counter.
Your Lordships, in para number 18, we have clarified that the P12 which was annexed by the petitioner was of another case, Your Lordships. In para number 18, it has been explained at page number 12 of that internal page number 12. That was the thing which I was trying to point out from P12, Your Lordships.
Para 17, who has sworn this affidavit?
This is
Nand Kishore Ravidas. Who is he?
District Supply Officer Kaimur. DSO Kaimur.
This relates to confiscation case number 2 of 2000. What is the confiscation case number?
Two.
Your.
Mine is 2/2018, madam.
That is
same
of
number?
1718. That was of 1718, Your Lordships. It is of 18 and that was of 17. We have clarified in paragraph number 18 to the supplementary counter affidavit.
There could be some confusion, we don't know.
दो है 17-18 है हुजूर, इनका 18 है. It was seized in 2018 and that is of 1718.
Return the rice to him.
We are.
Look here. All right, you're concerned with that.
Madam. It's just one small submission, madam.
Yes.
Page 40 is the order passed by the collector to auction sold the rice, madam. Section 6A, clause 2 mandates that if something is of decaying nature, my lord, that has to put to auction immediately.
That's right, but
Right.
he has, rice is not, it has a larger shelf life. And he says that it has not been sold. Now it is up to them, they will return the rice which
जी,
they have
जी.
seized.
जिम्मेनामा पे दिया हुआ है annexure A.
No, ठीक है, they'll return the rice. If they don't come back to us, we'll send the district magistrate, we'll ask questions from him.
There's the two judgments, my lord, if permit me.
What for judgment is required? Tell us.
My lord,
Are we not accepting your plea?
my lord.
Tell us what is the judgment.
No, my lord. Last occasion I had the opportunity
Unnecessary,
to.
Mr. You would be followed by some of the students who are taking training here. You are from campus law. I mean, you are from Chanakya Law Institute. Judgments are required where, I mean, you cite judgments where it is required. The court is accepting your plea.
My lord. My lord, on the last
They are
occasion, my
not
lord,
disputing that it is not, it does not violate any control order.
My lord.
There is nothing before us to say that it was a subsidized food grain, that it could not have been sold.
My
तो
जी.
जजमेंट क्या दिखा रहे थे आप बताइए
नहीं जो लास्ट ओकेजन पे हजूर
क्या बता क्या
सेम इशू पे हजूर का जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है वही है
क्या है देखें
one of 2009, my lord, and
what does it say
it says, my lord, if any action is initiated under section 6A or section 6C, then it has to have the implication under section 3, my lord. If any control order is being violated, then the jurisdiction lies under section 6A.
Listen.
2009 4 PLGR, paragraph number 7 and 8, my lord.
Here. Heard Mr. Sumit Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Mr. Shailendra Kumar Singh for the Bihar State Food Corporation, and Mr. Alok Ranjan for the state. The petitioner has challenged the order of confiscation as well as the order of confiscation of the rice in question, as also the appellate order sustaining such confiscation. It is the case of the petitioners. It is the case of the petitioner that the rice in question was unloaded in the premises of the marketing committee, where government CMR was also stored. No good reason was assigned by both the authorities in discarding the aforesaid explanation. The petitioner consistently had been telling the authorities that because of bad weather, the rice had to be unloaded. However, the main argument advanced on behalf of the petitioner is that assuming everything to be correct, there has not been any violation of any control order, as rice which has been seized is not a controlled commodity, and that there is nothing on record to indicate that it was a subsidized food grain which was attempted to be sold in black market. The authorities have not disputed the contention of the petitioner that it was a purchased food grain, and therefore it is difficult for this court to sustain the orders of confiscation. Initially, on the petitioner showing that the seized rice was auction sold because of the fear of decay, this court was curious to know as to what was the rate at which the seized rice was sold. According to the record furnished by the Land Council for the petitioner, 9 quintals of rice was apparently sold at rupees 18,000. When a query was made as to the price, as to the price received for the seized food grain, a supplementary counter affidavit has been filed stating that perhaps such document was brought on record by the petitioner by mistake. The price of the rice was in the auction sale in another case and not in the case of the petitioner. The Land Council for the state, as also of Bihar State Food Corporation, have unanimously stated that the rice in question is still on the Jimanama of the concerned authority, and if the confiscation order is not found to be sustainable, the rice so seized shall be returned to him. It is a trite law that the seizure could be justified only if there is any violation of any order under section 3 of the EC Act. Since rice is not a controlled commodity, and both the authorities did not find anything to indicate that it was not a purchased property but a subsidized food grain which was attempted to be sold in black market, the orders passed by the confiscation authority and the appellate authority which sustained the same do not appear to be sustainable. We therefore set aside both the orders. We therefore set aside both the orders as mandated under the EC Act, the aforesaid quantity of rice be returned to the petitioner within a period of 60 days, failing which the petitioner would be entitled to proceed against the concerned authorities. The writ petition stands disposed of accordingly.
Obliged. So there is one word, 9 quintals, it will be 756 quintals.
नहीं,
Sorry.
9 क्विंटल्स वो उसका
अच्छा,
वो जो कन्फिस्केशन हो गया था उसका
Sorry.
नहीं ठीक है,
इनका 756 था, जो कन्फिस्केट हुआ था दैट वाज 9 क्विंटल्स.
756 क्विंटल्स करना है.
Same 32.
All right, we'll make this.
Obliged.
Yes.